Yo, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be diving back into High Roller with a very nice set of gear. Hopefully have some fun interactions. Alright, let's get this crossbow loaded up so we're nice and ready for the raid. Always handy having that as our secondary. It's a good way to get a good hit on someone before we start a fight. I'll have a wee look around and see if we can find anyone or hear anyone. Always good to get as much info as we can at the start of the raid. Okay. Let's try and go through here. Deal with these pesky spiders. Oh. There, we've got him. You know, spiders are the one thing I struggle with this spear. I always miss hitting the ground. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. There we go. Let's get this last one. Take a little bit of loot from this room here. Not bad, it's got a nice green trinket to start off. Just some basic clothes. Let's get ourselves healed back up to full and we will head out and see what we can find on the other side here. Just going through this little trapdoor, it takes us more into the centre of the dungeon. A bit closer to the circle. It's better for us. Although we are more likely to find people around here. So we are going to have to be a little careful. There's another chest there, but we'll pass on it for now. Mainly looking for some fun PvP since it's last day. Not too worried about getting too much loot or gold. Don't mind picking up the odd purple item or thing we can use, but I like to be giving away a lot of stuff once I finish playing today. Into the wee scaly. Yeah, nothing crazy. I think a lot of people underestimate the loot that you get from the items that you pick up. Like a lot of the value you get from raids isn't actually through the trinkets, but it's more so from the high level gear that you pick up. Like the green, the blue, the purple items. And if you're lucky enough, a legendary item or one of the uniques. But yeah, a lot of the time players will buy those for a whole lot of gold if they've got the right stats. So you just gotta look out for the items for certain classes and see if they have the stats that will help that class. So if an item has armor pen and it's a rogue cowl or something, a rogue is going to pay a lot of money for that because they really like their armor penetration. Ooh, that is handy. I'll throw that on for the extra physical damage. Always worth taking out those flying enemies. I think every single one of them has a chance to drop either a pendant or a ring, which are definitely some of the more valuable items in Dark and Darker. Some of those rings and pendants can sell for a whole lot of gold. Alright, let's head deeper in now. Circle looks like it's taken a big movement into the centre of the dungeon, so we are very much on the outskirts here. Always want to keep up to date with how the circle's going. A lot of the time if you don't pay attention to it, you end up in those situations where, you know, you're in the last 2 stages of the circle and you are not in a good place to get an exit point. I see quite a lot when I'm spectating people after a raid that A lot of people don't make it out, especially bigger groups. Normally just because of their late game positioning in terms of the circle. If I'm ever playing as a group of 3, it's normally a good idea if, you know, either myself or one of my companions gets one of those blue portals a little earlier than the rest of us. Maybe gets out like 3/4 of the way through the raid. And that way there's less chance of one of us getting caught out in the end without an exit. Because you never know how many portals are going to be there at the end. Sometimes it's just 1, sometimes it's just 2. If you're lucky, you'll get through. Oh, looks like we've had some action here. Let's see what this guy had. Oh, is that a guy? It is. Hey, where are you running to? You got a crossbow out? Poor guy. Probably did not expect me to have a crossbow. Yo, I did not see him at all. This guy had some decent gear on too. The only reason I actually saw that guy was because of the potions on his belt. You know, there's a rogue perk I think which hides your belt items. That is probably the first time I think that would ever have been useful. Oh, he had a lot of loot on him. This isn't fantastic because we are stuck outside of the circle pretty far. We have to sort through a lot of loot here. And deal with these pesky spiders. And I cannot hit him. Oh my god. Oh, the game is scamming me. I'm actually getting scammed there. I was 100% hitting the spider. I've got to destroy this pot. Where is it? There it is. Give the spiders now. Now just a little tip, in case you guys don't know this, but when you're fighting spiders, you can actually just, if you aim for a headshot on them, it actually kills them in one hit with most weapons. You can headshot the spiders, which is nice. Yo, he has some decent gear. No wonder he was hiding. A lot of good loot here. Purples, blues. Nice helmet too. Have to make some room. What do I drop here? The spear didn't have the best stats and it was just a blue. In terms of slot value, I think that was probably the best thing to drop. Kinda tempted to go for the Shrine of Health quickly. Since we are pretty far from the circle, but don't really have time for it. Luckily we do have a lot of healing that we grabbed from those guys, so we can just heal back up to full and be on our way. Got a red portal down there. So we are definitely not interested in going deeper this run. Right. Looks like I might have people down the corner. Oh, he got out. Get the crossbow loaded in case he has teammates. He certainly does. This is very awkward again. See if we can get up close. He's gonna run, isn't he? There's another one out. Oh dear. We are running all the way back. I'll take a couple hits here. This is very, very unfortunate. gonna have to do a big loop around here. I would love to take that fight, but just in the position we're in, it's just not possible. If we didn't have the circle on our back, and we didn't have those axes behind us, it probably wouldn't have been too bad of a fight, but the situation doesn't allow for it, unfortunately. Gonna have to run this time. Circle's closing too, we're gonna have to hope we find an exit up here. Come on, exit portal, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Right, get me out of here. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Looks like they were forced to go deeper. They probably couldn't find blue portals themselves. Well, that was a hell of an intense run at the end there. Almost found ourselves getting torn apart in the last few seconds. I'm glad we got out. Almost pay off the fee with our trinkets, and we have a whole lot of nice gear to sell too, so that was a very profitable run. Some nice rings as well. Well, that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Nothing crazy, but pretty intense. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.